Turn the pages of a book. Whatever else you find, wisdom lies therein, and perhaps a little magic, too. The land of Dareth is steeped in magic. It unites and binds everyone and everything. Imagine then reading of a metal that had been rendered magically dead, an ore mined in the Linback Mountains called chorizite. A metal that would spell doom for any mage. The only problem was, the Lugians had discovered it first. Hisparian sages had written of its uses. Refined and forged, it could make weapons capable of piercing all protective enchantments to self and armor. The Rune Guard knew they must gather some chorizite ore. While they could not hope to wrest control of the mines from the giant Lugians, they might be able to cause enough chaos and confusion to mine the material themselves. The journey was long and arduous. The snowbound peaks of the Linback Mountains made travel treacherous at the best of times. In the heart of winter, the pale sun offered no warmth, no comfort, and a less determined group might have retreated. Darkness fell before they reached their goal, a cloak of frozen fear. The huge stone halls above the mines were empty, but for the distant echoes of the miners slaving below. Chorizite dust drifted down the corridors, dispelling the magical wards the Rune Guards wore. Only the bravest of warriors pressed forward, leaving the mages to guard their retreat. The Lugian miners were quick to spot the intruders. Nud, the Lord of Reda, quickly closed the battle, trading blows with the brutish creatures, flanked by Dragonheart and Discord. The tunnels were as black as pitch, and Lugians seemed to loom from every side. "I bring light to your darkness," called the crow. "Now you might see who you are fighting." "By the gods," shouted Nud, "why not light a beacon to announce our arrival? You'll get us all killed." The Lord of Reda's words were answered by the bellowing of the grey giants. The whole mine erupted with Lugian war cries. The Rune Guards scattered, fleeing for their very lives. Thankfully, the Lugians all followed the crow. Sigil had had more luck. Amidst the chaos, he discovered a rich vein of the anti-magical ore and made off with it. Turn the pages of a book and eventually you reach the end. The Rune Guard had no idea of how to make a weapon from the ore, and nor did the smiths of Nedissa or any of the northern towns. The ore defied magical analysis, and notwithstanding the Lugians themselves, it seemed only an alchemist might help. The Rune Guard were dispatched throughout the land to find alchemists of great skill and learning. They traveled far and wide, to the very fringes of the Dyers. Every merchant had a tale to tell, but all the rumors, boasts, and hearsay led to dead ends. There was not one alchemist who knew one jot about chorizite. The tales they heard would fill 40 tomes, a whole library. Alchemists are notorious quacks, led to gold indeed. They knew they had reached the end of the road when they heard tell of a hermit who made dazzling gemstones from the sands beneath his feet. But you should never judge a book by its cover.